Alright, I'm live again. I'm just sending my live stream quick to my guest and then we can start. There will be a lot of great topics. It will be very interesting. So, perfect. There she is already. I'll put her in quick. Start. Perfect. There she is. Hello. How are you doing? I hope everything is good.
Hello, everybody.
It's awesome. Great to see you. Hope everything is good. I really appreciate you for your time today. And yeah,
Thank you so much.
Very welcome. I really appreciate you. And yeah, we'll just say we can start. Tell
Yes,
people who you are
absolutely.
and a little bit about your background.
Yes, guys. So again, my name is Eva. Thank you so much, Khaled, for inviting me here. And I want to say huge appreciation and I feel so grateful for being a part of your show. And I want to say thank you guys for taking your time out of your busy day, busy life, and staying with us here present on this show. So just take a moment, listen for great insights, and I hope I'm going to give you the best content ever.
Of course, you definitely do. And so, yeah, tell people a little bit about your background. How did you get into fitness, health? Because I mean, you do many, many things. So, yeah, so just a little bit
Yes.
about your background.
Yes. So I was born in Poland and I came here over, I would say 25 years ago. So going a little bit back, what I'm doing right now, I am an operate to dominate high performance coach. So I will help you with your discipline, energy, confidence, action, and being your own freak self. And this is very important. We call it a decaf. It's short like this, decaf, so you can remember what is this stands for, right? Discipline, energy, confidence, action, freak. And we all need that in today's world. So I would say I got into this type of business that I'm doing, and I've been doing this for many, many years. When my first friend, I would say back in Poland, invited me to a club. It was a kind of old type of club. Let's go back to Poland 25 years ago. It looked like kind of Jane Fonda style of aerobic. We would work out without our shoes. Our coach had a nice headband, had tights, shiny tights, and one pieces, like that workout suit, and that was her. And we would work out there for an hour. Then we would go to sauna for another half an hour. And that's how my journey began. But here is the thing. As we all had great stories, and I know that our listeners would have great stories themselves, I want to ask you guys today a question. What do you love to do? What gives you the thrills, that enthusiasm, that empowering feeling daily that you can do it forever? Because that's what was for me. I absolutely loved working out, and that's how I felt that this was my mission in life, my purpose. But this was distorted college throughout my life, because when I got into a fitness as a young girl, I must have been probably like 15 years old, 14, 15 years old. At the same time as I was working out, I became anorexic. And I believe that the whole thing with me being anorexic, it came from really being raised without the father. There were other issues going on, and this was like my escape, like my safety place. When I would go and work out, this was my a place that I could vent. But I couldn't understand this because when we think about when we were children, right, we don't understand so many things until now, adults, we can reflect and think, wow, 2 and 2 is 4. Now I put it all together, correct?
Yeah.
So what I had to do is, like, over the course of all these years, kind of flip the switch and rewrite that script in a way, like, why this happened to me? What was the lesson? And when I came to America, and there is another crazy story, I had a vision board in my room as a young girl. And that voice in my head came from coming over here to America, was like from watching 90210 show. Now listen to this. Old Poland, when we first did not have color TV, we had just black and white TV that was a box with little knobs that you would turn to turn on the TV. two channels only, and out of nowhere, 90210 is shown in my Polish TV, and I'm watching black and white. So once a week we would have that show, and I would get so fired up. I'm like, this brings me so much enthusiasm that there is a little bit more out there in the world that what we have, because we didn't have much. I was raised in a communist country. And then through the years in 1980, when we got our first president, Lech Wałęsa, and everything started changing, there was a lot of commotion, a lot of stuff going on. But this show got me so inspired that there is so much out there, so much more what I have. So I was studying physical education, and I got my master's degree in 2001. But throughout that time, I got inspired by that friend that brought me to that gym, and I started, and I came across another gym. Another friend brought me. So here is the thing. Something or someone will come into your life at some point that will change your life. So we got to look for these people that are an inspiration to us, that gives us some tips, maybe something that changes our vibration. That's what happened to me. So I started going to that club and working out 3 times a week. And there was another escape for me. There was another place that I felt awesome, that I felt amazing. And one of the coaches said, Eva, you have something unique. Why don't you try to be a coach? And I said, okay, I will take this opportunity and I will try to study. And I knew that I had to pass the test. So I was studying, coming over, and the fear came across. I think the fear was bigger than myself. And I started doubting in myself, in my abilities to figure things out, in my abilities to coach. I started comparing other coaches that were on the floor. And whatever I had special, I started squishing it down. It was crazy. And I know that people do that. And that's why I wanted to mention this in our podcast, because so many of us have that amazing drive, that amazing power, that amazing superhero within us. And we forget because we start comparing ourselves to ours. And you know who we should compare really ourselves to? Our own self. How I was yesterday, how I was last week, how I was a month ago, how I'm like seeing the journey, and I appreciate how much we have done throughout these years, like giving ourselves a credit. And this fear was so empowering, Khaled, and I have to tell all of you guys, it really stopped me from going forward. So what happened is during this time is, because that map of America, that vision board that I had in my house, I even created an email that I would call it Sacramento, with K, not C. So everything was going towards that one dream to come. I was meeting people really along the journey, and that's how really I continue writing that script of coming over. I came across people, and I came to America, and it was another crazy story. I would have to tell you. I would spend probably hours and hours of talking about it, how I got here, how I came from Poland to America. But one person connected to me with another person, and really I bought a ticket, spent my life savings to come over to a place when I did not know the family, I did not know the people, and I was babysitting. So here is another break, just to not make such a huge long story, is that
That's all good, don't worry.
Throughout, when I came over here to America, I was not working with really with my purpose, with my passion. I was just working out. I kind of forgot about my passion because the money took over my vision, because I wanted to make money so I can come home, so I can invest whatever I wanted to do it. But for some reason, because I wanted to make money, it cut the vision when I was going with the purpose that I supposed to, whatever I supposed to be doing. And a lot of people, sometimes we get driven from that main course of our life. It might be money. So if somebody is watching this video and you think that money will resolve this, it won't. Because at one point I had so many different jobs that I felt so empty. I was making money, but I felt so empty, without a purpose, without a mission, and it was not a living. And this is exactly when I decided, you know what? I love this. I love what I do. I love fitness. I need to dive in. And look what happens. At the same time, I'm meeting my future husband, who is already a coach. So I finished my studies. I passed the exam. I became a fitness instructor, and we started really our first trainings in outdoors. There was not even Spartan back there. We're talking about so many years ago, probably 15, 16 years ago, when we're talking about. So the Spartan didn't exist, and we were doing our boot camp outdoors, and we were coaching people one-on-one at home. And one day we decided, you know what, we can't be spread it so far during the day, driving here, driving there. The drive would take so much out of our time that we were like, we need to bring these people in, even if we're going to lose some of our clients. And sometimes when you pivot the business, when you change something in your life, you are afraid of losing, and you can't, because there are more big things coming your way. So I want to tell you guys that the greatest things will come if you are on your path. If your vision is bigger, what your paycheck right now is, what money you're making right now, this is a good path, because we had a huge vision. We had the most amazing vision, and that's how it all started. So our first gym was created in Spring Valley, New York. It's Rockland County. You can guys even look it up, bootcamp and boxing facility. We had more reviews over the course of the years than all the gym combined in Rockland County. So our vision was so big, we were hosting free workouts every single week for 10 years. Free session for anyone that would wanted to come to this gym. We grew so much, but with struggles, guys. That was another thing that we struggled with. We were behind our rent the first 3 months of our existence in gym, and it's because we were great coaches, but very poor entrepreneurs, very poor organizers, very poor, I would say, marketers, and that's when we decided we need to hire a coach. And that's when everything changed. We hired a coach, we invested more than we were making, and we created a 7-figure business in the first year. We got America's voted top trainer out of 2,000 trainers years ago. And we open up, we moved to a different location, much bigger, and then eventually we open up a second location. But that's just a story about me. What we did, we impacted over 25,000 people in Rockland County. We created an amazing group of coaches and trainers that were following the leads, that were bringing their own superhero within them on the floor and loving what they're doing. And that's what we were able to create, what we created, because if you want to go far, you need a group of people. You can't go alone. Yes. So remember this. If you want to go fast, you can go maybe alone. But if you want to go really far, you need people on it that will join you on your mission.
Yes, that's
and
so
I
true.
and yes, and what happened is, I don't want to use the name that kind of, in the past 3 years we've been all human beings went through a lot. And during this time, we had to pivot our business. After 7 months of being open, but not for the public, for business, we know what was going on. The world was shut down. We decided that we are going to move the business online completely.
Yes.
And that's what we did. So our workouts are right now on application right now, online application. So this is the part what we're doing. But the bigger picture is the OPTD, Operate to Dominate Alliance, and one-on-one group coaching.
Yeah, so that's just still awesome. I mean, I know in that time, a lot of people had to pivot and did online. I was also one of the first people I did immediately with a good friend of mine. He's a personal trainer in New York. We immediately said, you know what, let's use that time perfect while everybody's relaxing, not doing anything. We texted so many people on Instagram or WhatsApp, and then we just did video calls where we did training session with them, and I included the stretching and everything, and then charged them, and it worked perfect. Like the people really liked it, because like nobody was doing anything, and I really like your drive and your passion, so that's why you get so far because you really have that drive, that passion. So people
You
obviously
can't
love what
stop.
you do.
And that's a lot of problem for a lot of people, that people want something, but because they have all these obstacles,
They
all
stop.
these hurdles to jump over, they get discouraged because they don't see beyond. So this is like an obstacle. You can call it a mountain. Eventually you climb over and you see a better view. Remember, guys. So the view from the top is a little bit different, but you need to keep on grinding. You need to keep on going. You can't stop. And when you don't stop, and you work on your mission, on your purpose, you're gonna create bigger vision and you're gonna have amazing ideas. But a lot of people stop, right? But
Yes.
for us was, we couldn't leave the team, first of all, because if we would give up on the team, we would have to fire them all and let them go, but we didn't want to. So that was number one. And we wanted to service our clients. So for a long time, we were there for them. And we thought that, going live, hosting these live workouts as a regular schedule. We had literally the regular schedule, the same schedule it would be at the gym. And eventually, obviously, it's changed over the course of years, but that's what we did. We were hosting live shows for them, so they could come on board without any excuses. And that's what our motto is. We say no excuses, because most people, no excuses. When you think about it, it's a part of the fear that is stopping you. It's not, it's
Yes.
lack of ambition. It's a lack of making your own decisions. That's what it is. Love what you're doing. If you're doing with passion and purpose and a full heart, you can't stop. But only you're not gonna stop if you are, if you need to show up for others, because that's what it is, the bigger mission, right? Like you showing up, Khalid, for all the people that are waiting for you. So your vision is much bigger than you. And
Yes.
I think that's what the driving force is, when we start thinking, I have responsibility here. I need to show up for these people. They need me because we have something unique, and all of us has something unique. And I always say, you have hidden wings, and the wings will give you a power. And that's what I say, be your own freak self superhero, because you are your own superhero. You create this within you, because think about it, there is no other you in this world. You and only you, with the experiences, with the parents, with the grandparents, with the uncles and aunts and your siblings. It's only one you, no one else. So
Yeah.
why can't you not just go with the flow, whatever you want to do, right? Be yourself today. And that's why I limit my time on social media too.
Yeah.
I post, but I don't scroll, because it's very, it pulls you. It's that weird gravity of social media, right?
True.
That will
Yeah.
suck you in from one thing to the next. And you are in like the sucking power of the vacuum, that you're like just tumble around from all these different accounts, from one account to the next. And you ended up, and then you ask yourself, wait a second, what did I come here for? You even lose your thought. And that's what the evil is, I think. That's what it is. This social media, if you're using it wisely, it can be empowering. But if you're not, that's what Napoleon Hill talks about this in one of his books.
Yes.
That
100%.
devil that is there. So we need to be very cautious about how we spend our time, how we start our day. Like, how do you start your day, guys? Right? The moment that you wake up, how do you start your day? What is your mindset? How do you help your mindset? How do you have that moment to think? Because I have my own AM routines, and they are really something that it's unstoppable. It's non-negotiable. I do them over and over again. And a lot of people might say, I don't agree, and it's okay. But what gives me that thrive and empowerment for the day is guys, excuse me, it's that those habits and these things that I do constantly on daily basis that give me more of a control of things that I can control, right?
Yeah.
Because what
100%.
can we control today? We can control our mindset. We can control our fitness, nutrition. That's what's important. So how can you, the moment when you get up, you should have a moment to be with yourself. We call it
Yes.
3M: meditation, mantra, and music, because I like to listen to the music when I create. So what is the mantra for you? What driving force mantra can you have for yourself today, right? How
Yeah.
do you get up and feel better about yourself? Because it's hard
True.
for, I think, a lot of people when you go to sleep too late, when you watch TV and then you get up in the morning, and it's that noise in your head. You start scrolling through your phone, and the first thing you waste 10-15 minutes of scrolling through your phone. No, wake up, get up, don't hit the snooze button, because that's what it is. That's what's gonna stop your force. You gotta get up with a purpose and a mission. So what's your mission? If you don't have one, if you don't have something that is that incredible feeling in your gut, you didn't come with congruency with yourself, I think. So you need to find that. That's how I was saying before. I was asking you guys, what is that you love to do? Because a lot of people work in their jobs. They do things that are not meant to do. They have no business in doing. They don't do it right because they are not 100% in. But once you find this, that drive, that force, it's amazing. You get up, have a bigger mission, you start loving yourself. And those of you who need to lose weight, just make a decision. Start eating healthy. And I can tell you exactly how to do it in just a second, right? So,
Yes. Definitely.
so reading motivational books, and I'm gonna give you guys some points. I read the Daily Stoic every single day. And this is by 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living, Ryan Holiday. Amazing book in the morning. This is just a page a day. You want to feed your brain with the positivity. And this is what I say, you build your own strong armor for being that superhero that you want to be. Because you're going to build that armor. You're going to have this all positive mindset. Whatever's going to happen, it's going to be great. Today, I'm going to give you just a sideline. I play tennis on Monday, and we play for an hour and a half, and we have a group of people. And as with my partner, and as I was hearing her, she constantly was doubting excuses and why. And I'm thinking, she doesn't see herself for what I see. I see her backhand being fantastic. I see overhand shots being fantastic. She runs backward, and I told her, I said, you're not giving yourself enough credit. I said, you are fantastic on the court. Why are you speaking to yourself so negatively? So we got to speak, guys, start speaking positively to yourself. So what else you can do? Napoleon Hill's Success Principle, awesome book, just one chapter a week. That's weekly. I have the Daily Strength for a Woman. That's daily. I mean, those are individual things. I can guide you guys if you send me a message. You can send me a DM. I'm going to tag myself, and I'm sure that Khaled's going to do the same, and I can help you out decide what books. So there is something that you need to feed your brain, because think about it. If you're not feeding your brain with books, somebody already has done it for you. Somebody has the tools and systems for your business to work and for your mindset to be better. The book's been around for us for hundreds of years. We have centuries of Stoics philosophers. We have centuries of great influencers. So why do you feed yourself with crap on the internet? You gotta be selective. You have to. But it's so hard for so many people because they're in that zone, that vacuum of being pulled, and they just don't even know what they want. So there is a way. And the way is to really hire a coach, to hire someone that will be your thinking partner. I will never think for you, but I will ask you questions that will cause you to think, reflective thinking, a critical thinking, because through questions, we find the answers, right? So think about it, Khaled. Think about just any recent situations that you had. You were trying to resolve something. You maybe don't even realize, but then you start asking yourself these questions. How can I do something, right? What can I do better? We do have internal dialogue
Yes, 100%.
constantly. Like, what can I do? And we forget about this. So when you have a thinking partner, this person, the coach, will help you to navigate you a little bit better out of that maybe zone of negativity.
Yes, 1000% true. Yeah, it's definitely
Ye-
absolutely true. I mean, I really like
yes.
your passion. You have a really perfect passion and drive, and I think that's one of the reasons why you're so good and so successful. Do you have any future projects or plans what you want to do with the company or how you want to impact the people?
Yes, yes, of course. And I'm going to share this with you in a second. Do you think, Khaled, that we could maybe talk a little bit about like fitness and nutrition with them? Because I know
Of
that people
course,
always ask me those
of course,
questions.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So with pretty much that's when we all started with the bootcamp and boxing, right? Our facilities and our idea, our goal to easily explain it to people would be eat 50% of your daily calories coming from protein, 25% daily calories coming from fats, and 25 coming from carbs. And this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle. Because when you will eat 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight, you will be pretty much fit for life. And the reason for it is because you can you can't overeat on protein. Protein will make you feel full. And that's what a lot of struggle is for a lot of women. I found out more
Yes,
than men, but however, men too, that we don't eat enough of protein. So
that's right.
protein is building block. That's what builds the muscle. So you need protein. And what's protein? Right? What is protein? Egg whites, chicken, fish, all the seafood. You have turkey. That's protein, and that's protein shakes. But obviously, we want to start and living the natural way. So, of
Yes,
course,
that's
protein
100%.
shakes. Yeah, protein shakes should be there, but they shouldn't be a majority of your day. Those are maybe moments that you fit in between your meals when you're really feeling hungry, right? So protein and the fats are very important as well for our brain function, and the carbohydrates coming from vegetables. I would say I eat like one serving of fruits a day. So apple is amazing because have the pectines with the skin. So like an apple or a grapefruit. Berries are amazing. So
Yeah,
blueberries or strawberries. A serving a day will give you an amazing fiber, and it's going to add to the natural sugars or natural carbohydrates to your daily diet. But definitely vegetables, guys. With those two portions that you eat, maybe lunch and dinner, you should have a nice green vegetables and something sour. So there is another thing. Remember, you should have something sour, like a sauerkraut. Some people don't even know what it is, but
yes,
this helps with your gut because today people struggle with digestion, and the
that's
reason
true. Yeah,
is because we do not eat enough fiber. We eat too much processed food. So what can I
that's true.
suggest you? Like, look, get up in the morning, have egg whites. 3 hours later, maybe eat a yogurt with some berries. Less sugar, the better. You can have a protein shake. You can have a nice lunch when you have grilled chickens and a salad. A lot of greens, cabbage, tomato. A quarter of avocado is fine. Onions, they're amazing for our digestive system. You know, and avoid sucralose and avoid things that are hard for you to pronounce. High corn
That's true. Yeah,
syrup, the fructose syrup. Avoid those because if you see something that has a long name and you can't pronounce it, this should
that's
be
not good.
avoided, guys.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
but then again, what happens that people don't follow? It's the lack of preparation. We fail on everything right now, and I give you an example. I spend some time to give myself bullet points because when I speak, when I record my live shows, I give myself bullet points because I don't want to forget something or maybe go back to something. And this is
Yes,
all good because a lot of people ask me, how do you remember all of it? I said, well, I give myself bullet points. Why wouldn't I? When people create courses, we create courses for our clients, right, and customers. There are bullet points so I can speak in a fluid motion with you, because if it's a lot of information, right, or certain things that I really want to say, I have my bullet points. And the same thing is with your preparation. You need to prepare yourself, meaning I'm not saying that you need to prep for a 7 days a week, because some coaches will suggest you prep your meals 7 days a week, and it's okay. It doesn't work for me. So what works for you? If you realize that Sunday is overwhelming day for you, don't do it. But what I do when I cook a meal, additional meal for the next day and the following day. So I will have two extra, that lunch or something. But dinner is always fresh. But that lunch, because we have a coaching, like I'm in my office, my husband has his own office, and we work from home, we coach all day long. So we want to have something quick, right? So that's what works for me. But you need to ask yourself, okay, what works for me? What is that I can do? How can I fit this in my daily schedule so I don't feel overwhelmed? And anytime you drive a car, you can have a protein bar with you, you can have a protein shake with you, but maybe you need to slow down a little bit, slow down and pause, because we are too fast. All of us been too fast in our lives. Have 15 minutes to eat. Sit down. I don't know, watch a course. I can give you some courses, and we're going to talk about the bonuses that I can offer your audience. But read something when you eat. Slow down, chew a little bit slower, and don't drink when you eat, because it messes up your digestion, messes up with your stomach, messes up with your gut. Drink before or drink after.
Yes. That's
Do
true.
you think that this information was good, guys? You guys can give me some hearts, give some hearts to Khaled, because we wanted to know
Great.
that we give you the best information, guys. And this is your non-negotiable. So look, getting in shape is not a hard thing to do. It's just developing the muscle of saying no. The will, and we all have it. But the will is broken a lot of times, and I've realized this through coaching for so many years. When you are hungry, you shouldn't be going shopping. When you are hungry, you cannot think straight. So you need to feed yourself. Because if you don't eat, then your body will pick up later the lost calories that you didn't feed your body, and you're going to overeat. So it's going to catch on you sooner or later. So you need to eat, and you need to have time to eat, because our genes, like, we were not born today. We were born centuries ago. Like, let's go back to the wild moments of our existence when we have cavemen. We were eating vegetables, and the men would go hunt, and they would bring the meats, and they would cook them, right?
That's true. Yeah.
So we meant to eat the most natural things. And once you're going to understand this, jump forward with your nutrition, with your performance, with the way how you feel, guys. But you need to take time for yourself. Like, I take time with preparing myself for this show. I take time with preparing myself for anything we do. It's preparation. We need to take the time. So slow down today. Look around, because sometimes people don't even know what they eat. They can't even understand what was the flavor. Can you imagine? Because we eat so fast. We swallow instead of chew. And this part in our mouth, it's for chewing as well. So we got to chew to digest better. So slow down today, guys. And make sure you're eating the right amount of protein, the right amount of carbs and fats. And of course, don't eat crap. That cakes and other things is on a no list. So say yes to taking care of yourself, to the non-negotiable, being really the person that takes care of you. Like, think about it. When, like, if you struggle with weight, you're not taking care.
No, it's okay.
So, uh, so this is, I think, a very important part to many people today to
Yes.
to believe that you can do it, and one thing at a time. My recent client lost 27 pounds through me meeting with her once a week on our coaching calls and from her doing the online workouts. 27 pounds in 2 months. So it's a state of mind, really. So we need to believe and take one day at a time, one meal at a time. Okay, I am going to make the decision right now to be healthy. I'm going to eat something healthy and I'm going to say no to other things. But again, if you skip your meals, you will not be able to resist that challenge and resist saying no. And you're gonna, because your insulin level will drop and you're going to give in, right? Because you're going to be so hungry. And that's when we crave the sugar, the sweets. So if you start your day with something unhealthy, it's time to put a stop on it and say, I'm starting my day with eating healthy today. And today is the day, not tomorrow. Because tomorrow might never come. When people say someday, one day, this is not even in the calendar. Guys, think about it for a second. Someday, one day is not even in the calendar. We have 7 days a week. And also comes to like people have a struggle on the weekends. Why? Because in your mind, I'm going out on Friday night, I'm going to go drinking. Why don't you do something different? And that's when you ruin your weekends. Weekends are the same like weekdays. So if you stop looking at this weekend as a weekend, it's just a part of your regular routine, you're going to be far advanced. Right? And of course, the non-negotiable, the workouts, hitting the gym. How do I work out what we do? Well, we work out as a family. I have 2 kids. And by the way, my son was born when we first opened the gym during hard times, and we figured it out. I was pregnant, coaching on the floor till 2 weeks before I gave birth. I went down on the floor to try to show exercise and I couldn't get up. And my husband says, enough is enough. Your stomach is so gigantic, you can't coach anymore. Then my daughter was born, and also in the first location, we already have coaches. We already were thriving in the business. It was already amazing. And my 2 kids are on board with workouts. My son more than my daughter. My daughter is catching up to him, but my son is 11 years old. Today he got up at 5:30 a.m. to do a workout. It's his mindset. And the reason for it is because he knows that we don't have days off. We created this in the beginning of the year. Guys, when we put our calendar in our gym, and we created a home gym, we brought some equipment from New York when we closed the physical locations. And we decided that we're going to put green marks on all the days when we work out. So it forced us to actually do the workouts. So we do Monday is a lifting day, guys. Tuesday is cardio, we do boxing. Wednesday is lifting, free weight. Thursday is we doing cardio. My husband is an MDK project instructor. By the way, all the guys that looking to kill the inner bitch in them, check out the MDK project, because MDK project is a 72 hours of physical and mental challenge for men. And you cannot skip this. If you want to become the man that you want it to be, you need to hit the MDK project, which happens 4 times a year here in Chino Hills, California. But that's what it is. So Thursday he teaches, and we kind of join on the side because girls are not allowed to this. It's only for men. Friday is body weight, guys. You need to hit the most important parts: push-ups, pull-ups, dips, and rows. Yes. Saturday is Suffering Saturday for our family. We called this day Suffering Saturday. And why is it? Because we work out for 2 hours in the heat. We take the sled, we take the sledgehammer, we take the tires, we run up the hill, we do sprints, we do crazy stuff. And then Sunday, it's more of like a recovery day, but activity. Like yesterday, we went hiking, but the hike was all uphill. So for an hour and a half, we were going up the hill, huffing and puffing, met some cool donkeys, wild donkeys on the way. I mean, look at this, how awesome. And then it took us 25 minutes to get down. So it's all available to you. The world is a playground. You just need to get out there and not having excuses that you don't have a gym, you don't have an equipment. You can do this in an elevator. That's how we created those workouts. You can get fit with us doing this in an elevator. It's impossible not to get fit. And Khalid, the reason for it is because not only we teach you about nutrition, basic stuff, because we are not dietitians, but because we trained 25,000 people, they all lost tremendous amount of weight. I had people that lost over 100 pounds with us. Is because we teaching you mindset. But this is just a small fraction right now of the Operate to Dominate Alliance, because workout is just one of the blocks. We have mind, body, and business. So mind is the first one.
Everything, yeah.
Right? It's mindset. You can't start the training program without a proper mindset. So everything starts with the navigation system. This is your headquarters right here. You need to create a good mindset. And why it's called mindset? Like, think about it. Mind, and there is a set. That means that you can create your own operating system. So it's going to navigate you the right way. That's what mindset is. People create bad habits. It's a set of mind of bad stuff. Or you can have a set of your mind doing good things. So simple. Good, and then the not good. Some people don't like to call it bad, and it's okay. But if you do bad things, you should know about it, right? You should know about it. So this is how the breakdown works, and this is how we use it in our system, in our online system. So we help you to create the non-negotiable. And I think once you're gonna train yourself to do this, it becomes a part of your lifestyle. I just can't imagine a day without a workout. So some people might be thinking, how can I do this in my busy schedule? Guys, we all have 24 hours. There is no difference between me, Khalid, you, and anyone else. So why some people are more advanced, fit than others? It's not necessarily that they spend 10 hours at the gym. It's really how they create their day, right? How you organize your day. So if you are a person that has like, think about it. If you go to sleep late, of course you're not gonna get up in the morning. I wouldn't do it. But we go to sleep at 9:30, the latest, so I can be up at 5. Mondays it's at 4. I get up at 4 because I have more things to do. And somebody might think, she is nuts. I mean, this is my magic time. Look, do I look tired?
No, you look great. You look perfect.
Thank you. I don't look tired. And I'm not riding on 10 cups of coffee either. I have my morning tea, and I had my pre-workout a little bit later. I did 2.5 hours of exercises, including the lifting part. But that's the thing. So you have to look at your AM routines, PM routines. What are you doing at nighttime? If you binge watching and watching TV, you're not gonna get up. So when can you work out? If you are maybe at work and you stare at screen and the screen zaps you and you have no energy in the afternoon, well, first of all, do frequent breaks throughout the day. A lot of people are surprised when I tell them that in Poland, our system operates a 45 minutes school classroom. We have 40 of work for kids.
That's perfect.
And then we have 5 to 10 minutes of a break. Here is totally different in America. Kids over there are much more overwhelmed as far as studying and doing homework than we here in America. So we need to be super grateful and appreciative of the system that we have that gives us ability to work on things and enjoy things that we really like. So kids can do their hobbies, right? But things up during the day. Get up, do those frequent breaks, and put some good music on the way to the gym. Have your workouts close with you at work. Have your pre-workout, because the pre-workout will give you some energy. If this doesn't help, also look at your nutrition. If you didn't hydrate yourself, look at this: a gallon of water minimum, guys, a day. The rule of thumb is you can do 1 ounce per pound of your body weight or 1.5. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. You need to stay hydrated because our performance decreases 20 to 30% when we're not hydrated. So we need to give hydration. Also, nutrition. If you don't eat during the day, if I wouldn't drink or eat during the day, there is no way that I can work out in the afternoon. So what I do, my workout is plugged in my schedule like anything else, guys. I don't know how it's your college, but this is what we do. If
Yes, I do the
I
same.
can
Like
tell
it's
you,
5. I
yeah,
wake up 5 in the morning. At 6, my gym opens at 6. So by 5:45, 5:50, I'm in the car. It's like 10 minutes drive. So when the gym opens at 6, I'm always the first. There's like barely 5 guys, including me, in the gym. So that's perfect for me because then I have everything what I need. 45 minutes, 50 minutes when I do the lifting session. Then I take a shower, drive home, have my second breakfast, and then being ready for the day. With martial arts, obviously, I train longer than 45 minutes. It's always 1.5 up to 2 hours because, with technique and everything, so it's a little bit longer, but that's how I do it because I have a busy schedule. I have a lot to do during the day, and I know if I come back or finish my appointments by 8, 9 p.m., if I work out then I'm either too tired or if I come home and everything, then I can't immediately sleep, and then I would sleep very late, and that's not good. So that's why I decided from Monday to Friday at least by 5 a.m. I'm waking up, by 6 I'm in the gym, and then have to start my day. There's no excuse for that.
exactly. So you see, he even explained it exactly how it is. So guys, it's a matter of plugging in. Like it's not negotiable, and sticking, I think, to the schedule is another key because if you
Yes,
start being inconsistent in a way like Monday will be different time each Monday, Tuesday, no, it has to be a set time. Like
yes,
during the week, I have set time. Saturday, we give ourselves a little room, but we still try not to go too late because we want to do other activities. And there is another thing, guys. How we didn't miss days? Well, I missed some because I was going through a surgery in December 27th. So I had a recovery period, a little bit more than a week. But how you might not miss it is we don't go and meet friends. We don't go and do excursions till we do a workout. And this
yes,
goes across anything. If we travel, the first thing we do is to see the gym. Like if we go somewhere, we wanted to know what the gym is like, what the gym can offer. What can I bring? Because we bring our workout bags with you. And actually, I teach you this in my courses, what to bring with you on vacation when you're going, what kind of equipment, what you need to bring, how you need to pack to be prepared for anything. Because we've done some places that, they didn't have good equipment, and that's what caused us to be prepared from that on. And that's what this is like. A bag is always set, so we always have
yes.
that bag
Always
with
being
us,
ready.
and that's what we need to do, right? So this is one of the things that you need to remember. The non-negotiable are the most important things for you, so
Yes,
you can't miss on them. You can't go out and do your excursion because it's the weekend. The start that you need to be somewhere at 9, you get up and do this at 5. And I will give you a last example of this. Like when my son had a birthday party a few months ago, that was like the most recent thing. I got up so early to do my workout. Why? Because I knew it that I have to prepare his body. I need to prepare everything. And I cannot work out with them later. I need to do this
yes,
now because it's my responsibility.
yes,
So I think being responsible, taking the ownership of this, it's gonna help you. But a lot of people don't.
yeah,
And it's so easy to say, to blame others, blame everything else on the way how you look, how you feel. It's up to you. It's your life, it's your body. And it's just, for me, it's hard to comprehend when people are not really taking care of themselves, because this is their own, this is your temple, your
yeah.
mind and your body. It's your temple. You need to protect it. I am 45 years old, and it's a lot of
But you
women are
look
like,
like
you shouldn't
29,
ask,
so, but you look
you
like
you
29,
shouldn't
so I
ask
think
a
you did a
woman
lot of good
about her
things.
age. said, Khalid, I am saying, why not? Only women that are really feeling embarrassed would not say,
Yes.
I don't look 45. So why
True.
wouldn't I say it? I feel
That's
great
true.
in my own body.
Yeah.
And because I've been taking care of it. And
True. Yeah.
this is what I try to install in the women that are coming around my age or a little bit younger, because it doesn't necessarily means that you need to be 40 to join my program. You can be a young girl, like my recent client that lost 27 pounds. She was much younger. She was a young lady. And I have students also that joining the program because they need the confidence so they can perform better in their studies.
Yeah.
So it goes all across the board, guys. Yes. And so
That's awesome.
now, yeah, going to the future projects that you asked me.
Yes, because
Well,
Instagram
yes,
always gives an hour until they shut us down.
yes.
So yeah, do you have any future projects and last stuff you wanna tell the people?
Yes, yes. So, by the way, guys, make sure that you're really, really, really paying attention to this. And I am going to give you exactly step by step what you need to do. And I know that Khalid will post it as well, this
Yes.
link, but we're going to start from the very beginning. So, as I was saying to you about the OTD 101 coaching, the operate to dominate in your mind, body, and business, the discipline, the energy, confidence, action freak. OTD Alliance is for couples, for entrepreneurs, for business couples, like can be similar situation like me and my husband. We have kids, right? You have kids, but also for solopreneurs, because we were talking about it that solo, you can't go too far, right? You need to have alliance of people. And OTD Alliance, it is for couple who are looking to overcome struggles and roadblocks in their work-life balance with support, structure, and guidance, so that together they can co-create, co-elevate, cooperate, and co-dominate by building an alliance with themselves. Because guys, here is the thing. You see, remember when I told you listen for her incentives?
Yes.
Mastermind starts with you. And that's what Napoleon Hill said. The mastermind starts with yourself. You can't go and build something with someone until you have it yourself. You need to build yourself first. Get your shit together, like we say, right? Get your shit together first before you're gonna. You probably will have to mute this on your
No, you
podcast.
can say whatever you want. That's no problem. It's all good. Say everything.
You know, and we've been always saying this. And then you can build a partnership with coaches and with other like-minded freaks that will be in this community, because we're going to have a series of communities, live trainings, me and my husband going live together for co-ed group. I'm leading the women and he's leading the men every other week. So, and why we did that? This idea came, guys, from him coaching men, me coaching women, and we realized that people talk about relationship all the time. Before we start coaching, it's always the aspect of the other person, especially if you are in a relationship. And most of us are. So we've realized that when we coach a person, this person is climbing the ladder, but the other one, right, is here.
Hang down. Yeah.
So becomes a gap. It
Yeah.
becomes a gap in communication, seeing other person journey. Some people are on the sidelines, you know, on the benches and like, okay, it's okay, I'm not going to join. So that's why we created this. So people, the couple, your partner have a chance to join. It's an open door policy. They want it, they join it. They don't want it, it's okay. Because not everybody will join like this, right? But we kept this open. So I just want to be really, really clear on that. And we are launching this October 11th as of now. That's the date. It might change a little bit, but that's what the big date is. And now listen to this. Anyone who shared this podcast and tag you, Khaled, and me will receive 1 month for free of this OTD Alliance coaching, guys. This is incredible. This is a value of $1,000 because
Yeah.
that's how much this course will be going for. So don't waste this opportunity, please. If you find something, at least one piece of content, share this. Share this with others. Tag people. Share it. You need to tag me and Khaled. Okay, that's
Yes.
very important. And of course, the listeners of Spotify, this is an ongoing evergreen promotion. If people will send you a message, any way they contact you, they have my free entry for a month. So this is my words to you. And anyone who is watching right now and looking to start their journey in the writing their goals in the morning, journaling, reflecting, I am giving my free virtual journal for them.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean,
Virtual
if
journal,
you
you
don't
can
take
take
that,
it,
then yeah,
you can
it's
take it
amazing.
anywhere with you. So for anyone who is watching and willing to start, because not everybody is willing and not everybody wants the virtual journal. So how do you reach out? You need to send me a DM. You need to, because in order for me to send you, I need your email address. So that's another thing, guys. So make sure that you are understanding this. Send me a DM so I can send you the journal. And also, for those who are interested in more fitness and nutrition, getting the overall idea of your life, fitness, nutrition balance, I will give the Nutrition 360 course, which I've had. So there is a third bonus today. Again, send me a DM and I will give it to you. And you know what's coming? We have also our free code apparel, which is a motivational apparel for the entire family and represents mind, discipline, energy, confidence, action, and freak. And it's for a family. So you can dress, to impress your whole entire family. And for those of you who will check it out, I will make sure that I will tag the free code apparel. It's a workout apparel, it's a fitness apparel, it's very cute dresses and things like that. You will receive a 20% discount, guys. And again, tag us in this post. You can share this post, you can share the Spotify, and what the discount code and what you need to put in your discount code is podcast with Khalid. So I made it simple for you.
Yeah.
Podcast with Khalid, and those are capital letters. So I'm gonna actually write it down here. I think I can, right?
Yes, you can.
Podcast with Khalid. And once you're gonna write this and the free code apparel, you will be able to get your 20%. I also tag the free code so you guys know. Go ahead and shop, get some amazing workout apparel for yourself and your family. So again, guys, I hope you found a good content here today. I hope you got the enthusiasm that you were looking for, the inspiration, and everything else.
Yes, definitely. That was amazing, and we definitely need to do many more podcasts in the
Oh
future.
yeah,
And I know
I would love
people
that.
love that. I appreciate you for your time, and hope to see you soon again.
Khalid, thank you so much for your time, guys. Thank you so much for all your time in your busy schedule again, because it was longer. We did like an hour, a little bit over an hour. So it's a long podcast, but I hope you got a valuable information. And again, you can reach me at Eva Ecker. I think I can tag myself too, right?
Yes.
Eva Ecker 1 on Instagram, Eva EVA.ECKERT1 on Instagram. Send me a DM. Let's have a chat. This is just a discovery call to see where you are and where you want to go in your life.
Yes, definitely. That will be awesome. Thank you so much for your time, and hope to see you soon again.
Thank you,
Have a great
Khalid.
day, everybody.
Bye, guys. Have an amazing day.